How's it going, everyone? My name is Bradley, and welcome back to Trick and Treat. I know Halloween is over, but I want to continue this visual novel series because last episode, oh my god, was that hilarious. Anyway, we've got our kitty cat, Hikari, over here, who we cannot believe how arrogant and self-centered this girl is. She's playing Ashley, who was a cat but then turned into a human who healed us. After everything she did to me and my friends, I can't stand her any longer.
Wait!
I had only taken a few steps when I heard her calling me. FPS is working great now. She sounds really worried.
You don't understand the real danger you're in here.
Just making sure I'm recording. I stop in my tracks as soon as I hear her. Real danger? I whispered, feeling some doubts. Suddenly, I shiver. It doesn't look like she's lying.
Yes, I try to chase them away using illusions. Other times I hit them with my powers. And as a last resort, I scare them directly, as it was in your case.
Right. Ashley, confused, blushing a little as if she felt embarrassed of remembering.
I believe that word was confessed.
Right. And why do you do that? I ask, confused. Something isn't right here. Ashley stares at me with a red eye. I only see one of her eyes.
If they continue with their curiosity, they will meet an evil entity that will take their lives.
What you say doesn't sound very convincing. I immediately interrupted. Oh, the only evil entity here is you. Ashley shakes her head in denial.
You are wrong. I am the good one.
Then she said, looking into my eyes with a pure innocence in hers. Ha 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 ha. I could only laugh at that comment. It had to be a joke. After doing all that, you say you're good?
Don't laugh. I'm only trying to protect you.
Replied Ashley, furious, while waving her arms. Don't worry, I'm only trying to protect you. You can't see me, but I'm waving my arms as I said that. Then she crosses her arms and gives me an unpleased look. Do you expect me to believe that? I replied sarcastically. What she said made no sense, but somehow she seemed oddly convinced it was the truth. Surely, she was surely a bit wrong in the head.
But it's true. You have to believe me.
This time she sounds really worried about me. I actually feel a little sorry for her. I should then stay silent, look at me with puppy eyes. I thought she was a cat. However, she soon recovers her proud attitude.
If you want, hold my hand. I won't harm you.
She suddenly says. I look carefully at her. She has a very arrogant face, as if it was a great honor to be able to touch her. You won't do anything strange? I asked, distrustful, but after seeing her again, I do not think she was lying. Ashley nods, full of confidence.
I promise you.
I stare at her for a few seconds, making sure there isn't a trap. Okay, but why do you want me to hold your hand? I ask at the same time I extend my hand. Ashley opens her eyes, surprised after hearing my question. Then she stares at me with annoyance.
Are you stupid? Obviously to guide you out of this forest.
She said just as she takes my hand in one quick move. Then I find myself being dragged by this strange girl. But this is the opposite way from where the melodious voice comes. I said, looking back for a second. I felt really curious about who she was.
You ignore that voice. It charms men to make them her victims. Think of it as a siren.
I was thinking more of a succubus, but yeah, that works too. Oh yeah, I remember that Ice Age movie when they were distracted by those sirens, but the boat almost crashed in. Manny wasn't fooled. Ashley explained in the bad mood, but their eyes always looking to the front. It seems she didn't get along well with whoever that person or entity was. Wouldn't you be the one who collects souls of fools? I was gonna say souls of foods. Ask about thinking. I seriously need more experience when dealing with a girl. If only I were more popular. Ashley stops suddenly. She then turns to me showing a furious face.
You idiot! I heard you said I'm the good one.
For a moment, I thought she was going to hit me on the head, but fortunately, she stopped before doing so, or biting me again. Okay, I meekly responded as if I were a scolded child. But if you eat me, I will make sure to give you the worst indigestion of your life.
You idiot! I don't eat humans.
Replied Ashley with an ending of an arrogant snort. 3:11 a.m. Several minutes had passed since I started to walk hand in hand with Ashley. At the beginning, I did not trust her at all, but the more time passed, the easier it was to believe her. I had noticed before how comfortable her hand is, soft and pleasant to the touch. I blush just thinking about it. Even if she's a witch, she's a girl too, right? And I sigh. Come on, Axel. Composure. With every step, the curse of the forest seemed to weaken. The atmosphere was less oppressive every minute until, finally, I was able to forget about that unpleasant feeling. Before I noticed, the darkness had returned to normal, feeling only empty. The rotten smell also had disappeared without a trace. Now I could really say I was in a common and ordinary forest, even boring. But I could not be more grateful for that. Just a little more to get out, so let's keep moving. Then I set my sight on the back of Ashley, watching her walk in silence. She was completely focused on that simple thing. If you're the witch from the legend, why are you helping me? I suddenly asked, not thinking twice before. I was really intrigued by that. Ashley stops and turns to look at me with an angry face.
Idiot! Do you really think that all witches are evil?
She was right. The general image of witches is not good, but it's not as if stereotypes were truthful. Then she closes her eyes, making an annoyed face.
It's true that I had supernatural powers, but I never used them to do harm.
Ashley lowers her sight and pauses. Suddenly she looks sad.
My only sin was to be born in the times of the witch hunt. That's why I was condemned.
That explains it well, but I feel that I can trust she is good. But there is still one more question. How did you end up becoming a cat? Ashley immediately blushes. She was so embarrassed that it was almost adorable almost.
Well, before my execution, there was a cat watching in the distance. So I decided to transfer my soul to it.
She explained, avoiding looking into my eyes.
Of course, we now share the body like we have a deal. The cat will be happy as long as it has something to eat and a place to sleep. I tried to provide her with all those needs. In return, she lets me stay in her body.
As she talks, she's blushing shyly. I see. I think it's a fair deal. It's a weird way to take care of a cat, but if it's to save your life, you gotta take any precautions necessary, I guess. I replied with a sincere smile. The truth is that I found it a little funny. It turns out that she is both a girl and a cat. That answers some questions. Ashley closes her eyes and nods a couple of times. When she wants to be, she can be very cute. Too bad that happens so rarely. Not saying more, Ashley continues walking to the exit. This time I stay in silence. All that remains for me is to escape from this place. Not even a thank you, I guess. 3:15:11 from Axel, not Ashley.
Well, here we are.
Ashley said just a few minutes after we talked. She isn't lying. I can see the end of the forest in the distance. I had to contain my desire to scream with joy at that moment.
There must be 2 other humans close here. Your friends. Go with them and return home. I hope that nobody else comes tonight.
Ashley said, giving me a subtle farewell, but strangely she does not let go of my hand. She looks deep into my eyes. Amazed, I notice the gentleness that reflects on them.
Can you make me a promise?
She suddenly said with an honest voice. It was no joke. What is it? I asked for curiosity. I don't know what I could do for a witch, but after helping me to escape, I think that she deserves me to hear her request.
End this legend.
She then murmured with an air of sadness. I can't understand why she asked for something like this.
I want you to help me keep the people away. The legend only attracts more people, as in your case. I need to kill it, replacing the supernatural danger with a human danger.
A human danger? So you want me to scare them with ordinary dangers, as thieves or ferocious animals? On second thought, there is logic in what you asked. If you remove the element of magic and only leave the danger, then exploring the forest is not worth the risk. Ashley nods and then looks into my eyes, blushing.
Yes, exactly.
She said, pleased. Okay, I'll do it. You can rely on me. I responded with determination. I wanted her to know how serious I was, that it was not a promise I would forget as soon as I got out of the forest.
Thank you.
Then she closes her eyes momentarily and inflates her chest with pride.
You aren't as stupid as I thought.
I should have expected something like that. Hey, I told you not to talk ill of someone when they're in front of you. I complained angrily. This girl, simply will never change. After seeing my reaction, Ashley cannot help but laugh.
I'm sorry.
It's the first time I've ever seen her so happy. That made me blush. Ashley looked unexpectedly adorable at that moment. My heart was nervously beating as if I was with a normal girl. Suddenly she stares at me and gets so close, her face is less than an inch from mine. Again, she demonstrates not knowing what personal space is. But this time, I don't know whether to be angry or thankful. Having her so close, a beautiful girl, makes me very nervous.
This is their farewell.
She suddenly said. Then she brings her lips to my cheek and gives me a tender kiss. I knew it. I knew something that was gonna happen. Everything becomes white at that moment. Everything loses color. Everything is gone. Everything. Thanks for the kiss, by the way. 3:18 a.m. That was adorable. That warmed my heart. I'm outside of the forest. I have no idea of how I made it here, but this is no illusion. I am bewildered, as if I had been sleepwalking. Axel! Axel! Upside down exclamation marks. When I saw the screenshots of this game, there was also Spanish subtitles. Suddenly, I hear someone calling my name, but it's not any strange voice. It's the voices of my friends who are looking for me. Hey, over here! I shout without a second of hesitation, with a bit of clumsiness because of my confusion. Soon they found me and impatiently run towards me. Where were you? The worry was killing us. Stephen said with a face I don't remember having ever seen before. Before answering, I rubbed my forehead. Within the forest, I couldn't find the exit. Alpha was about to say something before that I interrupted him. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I was just lost. The important thing is that we're all safe. Yes, you're right. Hey, don't you feel that we are forgetting something? Alpha murmured at the same time he lowers his sight pensive. Suddenly a blurry image appears in my mind. It was white and bright, but I can't remember more. However, that weak memory awakes a strange feeling of nostalgia in me. It was as if I had lost something, but what could it be? Anyway, we should go home. This has gone too far for a test of courage. I said with no intention of spending one more minute in this forest. They both agree with me. With nothing else to say, we can only return home. By the way, guys, we should write on their page to not go in the forest. Excuse me. Forget about the witches. Somebody might get lost in there as it happened to me. It was a miracle that I came out alive with that beast lurking around. Before knowing it, my lips move. Why did I say that? I had no idea, but something inside me inspired me to do so. To be honest, I have no memory of the beast I speak of. Did that kiss just give me amnesia? All I can remember is that it had red eyes and white fur, but nothing more. Then I remember something. I think it was a promise I made to... Wait, to whom I had made that promise? I think about it for a moment in silence, but in the end, I can't remember a thing. No matter. All I know is that I got out and I'll never come back here again. Finn. Wait, that's it? That's it?
Well then. That was short.
I expected more. Okay, how long have I been recording for? We are going to look at the other choices that I saved. I am so glad I made 3 saves on this. But still, that felt like a pretty good ending, so let's go to this. Ignore. It is best to continue without waking her. Care's dangerous, blah blah blah. Let's go. Let's see what happens here. I soon lost to sight of the cat. Once more I find myself in the dark forest, walking aimlessly, only moving forward, but it didn't seem I was getting somewhere.
Come here. Here you'll be safe.
I suddenly stop. It was probably easy to see the disbelief on my face at that moment. It's that voice again. I whispered to myself with no one to listen to me. Shortly after I got away from the cat, a mysterious voice appeared in my mind. It is a feminine voice, soft and gentle, as if it belonged to a princess from a fairy tale, but I can't trust it. Am I really going crazy, or is it this force that doesn't make any sense? I don't know, but unlike any of the 2 options.
Don't be afraid. Come with me. I will help you.
Every time the voice is heard more clearly, stronger and more often. She seems to be leading me somewhere. It does not inspire me with confidence, but the voice in staying near this putrid forest that seems to have no end, I choose to follow it. Shortly after, I arrive to a clearing in the forest. At last I can see the night sky. The full moon shines elegantly, surrounded by a blanket of darkness and stars. A beautiful image, but there was something strange in it. How weird. Wasn't there a half moon tonight? I said to myself as I looked to the moon and tried to remember a vague memory in my mind. Anyway, it's unimportant. The moon will not come to save me. I lowered my sight. It was then that I noticed there was a cabin in the clearing. It was hidden under the shade of the trees nearby, so I didn't see it before, I think. The cabin looks old and worn down, even depressing, but if I'm lucky, there may be someone there.
Open the door. I'm waiting for you, my knight.
Suddenly, I hear the voice again. It was in this cabin, no doubt. Somehow, her voice sounds different this time. It has an inexplicable kindness, even love. I feel as if I were a man returning home to see his wife. Any more jokes you want to throw at me? After thinking about from her, I kind of I fucking love this visual novel. That was silly. I must really be losing my mind. This is a joke, hiding my anxiety with humor. In any case, there is nothing else for me to open that door. However, I can't stop thinking that I'm forgetting something. My hand then slowly opens the door of the cabin. What awaits me there is something that leaves me perplexed. The bodies of the 5 missing people were hanging as if they were puppets, with empty eyes, but all of them are facing me, and between them is a woman with a big smile. I opened my eyes wide with amazement, and my lips got dry. Finally, I remembered what I was forgetting when it was too late.
Thank you for saving me. By giving me your life.
Said the voice of an indescribable love, but announcing my horrible destiny. It's true, Matthew disappeared in a clearing without any trace. I have no breath to speak. I just know that we can add someone more to the list. Well, that's the bad ending then. Good to know.
Oh, jeez. Well,
so that's why
you got the polar opposite endings.
So that's why Ashley told me not to follow that voice, because, yeah, it was that siren who would lead me to my death. So we got the good ending where Ashley leads me out of the forest, and gives me a kiss of amnesia. We got the bad ending, which leads me to a voice of death in the cabins, and where we find out what happened to everyone else. So we got one more save to look at. Whether I should keep the cat captured or kill her, so let's, as much as I really hate to do this, I'm sorry. I'm so
Kitty,
sorry.
no.
Yes, this is what I have to do. It is only logical. The magic should die along with the cat. That should be my ticket back. I mustn't doubt it. Just act fast so it hurts at least as possible. Everything ends tonight. Finally, people from this town will be able to live in peace without fearing this cursed cat would make anyone else disappear. Killing a living creature is easy. The only thing I have to do is grab her neck and twist it, like Superman.
Jeez.
You twist it with all your strength until you hear a snap as if it were a branch. After that, she will not move anymore. You don't have to think, just act. In silence, I observe how my hands move to her neck and carry out my plans. I don't even want to imagine what my expression looks like at this moment. It must be terrifying. My concentration must be eerie for anyone who could see me, even repugnant. The cat does not resist. Fearful, she does nothing more than tremble. Ignorant of what would happen to her, but knowing that I have no good intentions, I am ready to apply force. Oh god, how much? But suddenly she scratches my face with a quick and precise attack. Ah! God damn it! I immediately let go of her while crying in agony, covering my face with both hands. I deserve that. Despite the pain, part of me cannot stop thinking I deserved that for trying to kill another living being. Evil or not, she only tried to defend her life. When the pain recedes, I look down to only find that the cat is on the ground, showing me her fangs with an aggressive posture, just like before I caught her. What followed was something that I would never have even imagined. Suddenly the cat starts emitting a bright light. It's even more intense than my flashlight. Little by little, the cat changes her shape. The figure that now appears in front of me, the silhouette, is one that I can easily recognize. She was becoming human. The impression leaves me speechless. I shake my head in denial, unable to accept what I am seeing as real, but it was no illusion. Now what was in front of my eyes is not a cat, but a girl of extraordinary beauty. She stares at me with her cold red eyes. Unlike before, there was no hatred in them. She seemed rather sad, as if she felt guilty of something just by looking at my face. Suddenly, she speaks to me.
Sorry, you wanted to take my life, but I'll take yours instead. That is the best choice I can make tonight.
She said ruefully. I hear no hatred in this voice. My life? Are you going to kill me? I asked, still confused by the shock. It has to be a joke. A cat is going to kill me? I must be dreaming. There's no other explanation for it. Suddenly, my hands, my feet, my fingers, my heart, they all feel an intense cold. In just an instant, all the warmth of my body was stolen. Shortly after, I fall down to the ground, weak, as if it were a puppet with its strings cut. My vision quickly begins to cloud, becoming dark. My death is real. The last thing I see before disappearing is the red in the eyes of the girl, shining with a feeling of repentance. Another bad end. Well, that's what I get for trying to kill a cat. I'm sorry. But I believe that's it. I thought it was going to be longer. I even saw there was another girl in the screenshot, and I don't know. I feel like I'm missing something, so if there is something I've missed, please let me know in the comments below, and I'll see what I can do and get back on the story. But for now, that's it. We got a good ending and two bad endings, but I like the good ending better, because I got a kiss on the cheek. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this series. For now, I'm not sure if this is the end, or there's anything else, but thank you, Hikari, for joining me and being Ashley. And sorry I tried to kill you, but at least you killed me in revenge. So thank you guys for watching. Please leave a like, subscribe to my awesome channel, and we will see you guys next time. Later, everyone.
Bye bye.